What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Dead Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Joined with me today is my co-host, Dylan, and my co-host, Bree. What's going on, guys?
Hi.
I'm Bray Bray.
Heyo. In the house.
Well, apparently,
Still piles of work, but I am back for today.
yeah.
Boo.
Woot woot. Well, let me tell you guys something. I am extremely excited because I got an extremely awesome Valentine's Day present. And my Valentine's Day present is this amazing fucking shirt that you're looking at right here. Although this is green, so my green screen's kind of kicking in. My chroma key, which is a calamity. But it's my Final Fantasy VII shirt. So everybody that watches these podcasts, stuff like that, get used to seeing more of this kind of stuff. Because, yeah, this feels right. This feels good. Finally got me some Final Fantasy VII gear, and I'm fucking ecstatic about it. It's great. It's great.
Dude, I hope I get to see Cloud or Sephiroth in one of the Kingdom Hearts DLCs.
Yeah. Well, you got to see Cloud in the game. You get to see Cloud, but you got to see him as a statue. It's like whenever you first get to Mount Olympus, and they're talking about
Yeah.
Hades' plan, and they show the three statues on a pedestal. The middle one is Cloud. It even says name.
Yeah.
So you got to
But
see Cloud
I like-
somewhat. Yeah. I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts Cloud. It's not Cloud. It's Kingdom Hearts Cloud. For some reason, it's a bad guy, but you know, or a wishy-washy.
He wasn't a bad guy.
Not necessarily a bad guy, but he's kind of like, I don't know. They definitely toe the line with him, I feel like. So,
Well, no. Oh, not. I will go into it about something else. Later. But it's just more like he's not a bad guy or a good guy. He had his own mission and he could care less who got in the way. He was completing it.
I was
That's
just
how
talking
he's
about
been
more of like the stuff with Hades and shit like that. Is more of what I was talking about. I don't necessarily think like they push Cloud out to be a bad guy, but it's more the stuff with Hades and teaming up with Hades, whatever the fuck.
Oh,
was
and
that was going
I
on.
didn't get very far, but when I saw him, I thought he was part of the bad team. That guy.
Which
I mean-
Kingdom Hearts are you talking about?
The most recent one.
No, well you only signed
Yeah,
with the
no, he's-
statue.
Yeah, he's not even in the most recent one.
But they were referencing him like he was on Hades' team.
No, he was on Hades' team during the first one.
Yeah, but that's what they were talking about though, in the little short snip where they do the back in time little talk. And went black and
yeah.
white. Yeah.
He was only on Hades' team for his own means. I've
Either
actually
way.
played the game. He actually helps you
Cloud is a badass.
later on.
Well, I played the first one. I'm just saying, Cloud is badass. That's all I'm saying. He's amazing. Which actually I'm kind of surprised about with Smash Bros. Ultimate that they didn't put the Cloud's Kingdom Heart outfit in there. That was kind of surprising to me because it was in the one before that, Smash Bros. Whatever it is, 4 or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what the hell that was.
Melee?
No, the one that
Maybe?
came out on the Wii U. This is the first time Cloud was in
Oh.
it, and I didn't have a Wii U, but I was looking at pictures, and there's definitely pictures of him in his Kingdom Hearts outfit, which is pretty fucking cool in my opinion. So,
Oh.
I mean, I like the look of it and stuff. I used to have a statue of it. Badass, dude. Fucking badass. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, this shirt, fucking amazing. It's great. I got to give a quick shout out to Once Upon a Tea. Check them out. Amazing quality shirts. It's great.
Be getting
7.
my shirt next month.
Yeah. Which one are you going
Once
for?
Upon
Are
a
you
Tea.
going? Are you going for that Kingdom Hearts one that you were talking about, the one with Sora?
Yeah.
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 Nice.
They have some pretty cool designs. when I was
Yes.
looking at 'em.
Yeah. I want to get a mouse
Yeah,
pad.
7 Deadly Sin ones. Hell yeah. I'll get the Hawk one right now.
Yeah. Well, they don't have 7 Deadly Sins, and I hope to God that they don't make anything Hawk related. But we'll jump into 7 Deadly Sins talk in the review show. For now, we're talking about the podcast. God damn it!
Lied to me.
Did you
They have
see? They have Sevely.
Sins.
They had Sevely.
Heavily.
Sevely.
7 Deadly Sins.
Sevely.
Meliodas.
Anyways, so Dylan, did you see the fucking news about that dude that created a program to completely revamp and remap like all the background places in Final Fantasy VII and turn them into HD?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he called it the Remake-O mob. So you take it and you fucking apply it to Final Fantasy VII, and it actually goes through all the backgrounds and scans them, and then actually puts them in actual like high
Oh, I
resolution and
remember you
shit.
talking about this
Fucking,
not long
it looks
ago.
pretty good. It looks pretty good. It's pretty cool. It's like the closest we'll get to a remaster without Square Enix doing it. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about this not long ago.
But all I'm ready for is that fucking remake, dude. Oh god. Fuck. Well, I finally got around to watching Ant Man and Wasp. Dylan, did you watch Ant Man and Wasp?
Yes,
Watched
I
it?
watched it.
Yes, I watched it. It's a fucking Marvel movie. Of course I watched it.
It's on Netflix. Bree, go watch it. It's,
You know.
I mean, I liked it, but I don't know. The Ant Man movies just don't really.
It wasn't that good. That is what you're going for. I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't
Yeah.
that good. Whenever I say I watched it, I put it on and began to watch it, and it had my full attention for like the first 10 minutes, and then after that, it was like 75, or it was like 25% of my attention after that.
What's her name? The fucking Phantom, the lady in the all white dude. She
Yeah,
was
Phantom.
pretty awesome. I liked
Yeah.
her. I like Phantom's powers. She was pretty neat.
I don't know. I mean, I like Paul Rudd. I really like Paul Rudd as an actor. I don't think that there's any issues. I don't know. I just maybe Ant Man's not interesting enough to have the fan base. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think Paul Rudd or the acting that the people are doing are bad. It's just the story and what they make them do just isn't interesting. And the second one, the coolest thing I saw the good guys do is throw a huge ass Pez dispenser at the people,
You know.
just because it was funny. Fucking Hello Kitty, you
Like
know,
Honey, I
Hello
Shrunk
Kitty
the
Pez
Kids.
dispenser.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is really good. They shrink them, they go into the chip dip. I'm like, oh my god, that's heaven. Getting shrunk and being able to eat all that chip dip. Oh, that's like a dream come true.
That's fucking
I
gross.
like I like how we went from talking about Marvel to talking about being shrunk and dipped into
Okay.
chip dip.
If
And
you could be
eating,
shrunk and dipped into anything, like just be in it, get to eat it all, get to like swim in it, what would it be?
oh god, if I could be shrunk and all that stuff, it would
Food
definitely
item.
have
It
to
has to
be
be a
Emma
food
Watson.
item. It has to be a food item. I clarified before you even got to that point, Dylan.
No, you didn't.
It's
I
a
definitely
food
beat you.
item.
Oh, fine, food item. I would definitely have to go with uh French onion dip.
Isn't that chip dip?
Yes, French onion dip.
Chip dip I was just talking about. You weren't you just saying that was gross? Or is that
I
correct?
thought you were just talking about like salsa dip. They didn't fall in French onion
That's
dip. They fell in
salsa.
fucking.
Chip fell in French onion chip dip.
Was it French onion?
But yeah, like I said, the movie overall, in my opinion, just it wasn't that good. I don't I don't know. I mean, I agree with you with the writing, the direction of the movie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but
Hold on.
Like I
I
said,
found the video.
I,
Exactly this.
I mean,
Fell in onion dip.
okay.
Okay.
Sliced to an appetizer.
Okay, anyways.
Anyways.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people had a problem with Wasp. I just didn't care for the plot of the movie. I didn't that seemed to me like it could have just been done in like 10 minutes, and then they could have like made the fucking I mean, the main villain to me wasn't even there to do anything besides just to sidetrack them.
Yeah.
And the main overall plot of finding the mom just it was not that good to me either. I don't know. I was not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. Although I did not watch the after credit scene, which obviously apparently leads into the Avengers, so I need to do that.
It does.
So I was more on the side of thank God this movie's over and I can go watch something else now. I think
They
it's
don't have very many bad movies. It's kind of surprising.
yeah. I don't know. It sucks. I don't know who the director of Ant-Man is, but they need to fire that person. So. Yep, get the Russo brothers out there. They know what they're doing. I mean, because I
I mean,
fucking loved Ant-Man in Civil War. That was fucking awesome.
I mean, Ant-Man is like Marvel's equivalent to the DC live action movies. just not very good.
Yeah. I guess you gotta have one, right? I guess you gotta have
Yeah.
one.
Although I did hear Aquaman did pretty well. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
It's
it's
a
well,
true or
Marvel
not.
though.
I've also heard that they've had shitting. I heard from one person that the acting was shitty, which surprised me since Jason Momoa's in it. But I heard from one person that the acting was shitty, and I heard from someone else that basically the whole movie, it's in all, is just like a huge CGI grab, and that's about it. So I don't know. I didn't go see it after Justice League. Sorry, DC, you burnt me out, man. You burnt me out. It's hard for me to look at
I mean,
shelling
I'm
out
just.
early access tickets anymore for you.
I mean, I'm just gonna go watch Aquaman due to just Jason Momoa. I mean, he's a good actor.
No, I really want to see him.
I bet you do, Bree. I
I
bet you
really
do.
want to see him.
Hey, Brianna, I heard he's shirtless throughout 70% of the movie.
Yep, yep. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, Ant Man just wasn't that good to me. What else did they put on Netflix recently? Fucking Watchmen. Fucking,
Russian doll.
fucking
You.
phenomenal.
Oh, watch. Oh my God,
God.
yes.
We're talking about good
Oh,
stuff.
Watchmen has been on there forever. What are you talking
No, it
about?
hasn't. They definitely added that
no, it
start of
has
the new year.
not.
It
Yeah,
has.
They
they had it
added
on
it
there at
at
one
the
point.
start of the new year. They definitely just recently added it.
It's been there more
They
than a
had
year.
it. They had it a long time ago,
And
but
then
then
they
they
took
took
it
it down and
off,
they
and now
re-added.
they just
Yeah,
re-added
they
it again at the
re-added it.
start of the new year. I literally look at the list every time they post it. January 1st, Watchmen and Avengers both came on at the exact same time. Oh man. So what do we got? What do we have left? We have Captain Marvel.
Yes, which people are saying isn't going to be very good.
Yeah, I'll wait. And then we've got Endgame. We also had that Spider-Man movie too, Far From Home. Did you see the trailer for that,
Oh,
Dylan?
yes, I did. Oh
Dude,
my God.
shit's so funny. My favorite part of that fucking trailer is definitely the end, where the fucking friend's sitting there and he's all like, "Yeah, well, he's no Spider-Man,"
Wait,
talking about Mysterio, and they're all like, "Why do you have such a big heart on for Spider-Man?" He's like, "I don't know. I like him. He's just, he's very respectful hero. He's awesome. He's got cool powers. Da 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 da. And I respect him a lot." And then Peter Parker comes walking up and he's like, "What's up, dick face?" I was like, "That's so good."
That was a really good part. That was really good.
Oh man.
what I know is why is
So much
Mysterio
respect for him.
helping? From what I saw in the trailer, it looked like he was a good guy.
Mysterio.
Or-
So there's
Yeah,
a lot of speculation about that because I mean I know you read the comics. Obviously, Mysterio is the villain.
yeah, yeah.
So Mysterio is known as the master arts of illusion. So what my
Uh,
theory is that he is causing these battles with illusion magic and coming and saving people from illusionary monsters that would never hurt them in the first place in order to make paydays, basically stealing. And then
I got
Spider Man's
you.
gonna put a fucking stop to it. And then whenever Spider Man comes to town, it's like, oh shit, there's another hero here, and now he's got to fucking, and he jeopardizes Mysterio's way of life, so therefore Mysterio's gonna become a villain and go against Spider Man. Because there's no way that they take. I mean, there's kind of. I don't know. They got Jake Gyllenhaal to play him, so I guess anything's possible. But it's very hard for me to be like, let's take Mysterio and fucking make him a fucking good guy. I mean,
Yeah.
well, why don't we
Yes.
just go ahead and fucking have Spider-Man far, 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 far from home as the next movie, and then fucking bring Carnage in, and we'll make him a good guy too. And then they can all fucking hug and sit in little BFF circles and fucking finger paint. It'd be great. It'd be fucking phenomenal. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
fucking Carnage fucking sitting there fucking playing action figures with fucking Peter Parker. It'd be fantastic. Woot.
He'd be
Fucking
finger painting
thrilled.
with the blood of his enemies.
No, not in not in Disney
I
Spider-Man.
do that daily.
Not in Disney Spider-Man, Dylan.
One of my enemies.
That's why Carnage is only gonna appear in the Venom movie.
Well, yeah, if it is a Venom movie, it might just be a Carnage movie. Who knows? That's what I've heard. Them doing like an actual Carnage movie, which would be pretty fucking dope in my opinion, if they do it right. But oh man, that'd be so cool. I'm ready to see Carnage fuck shit up. That's for sure. I am ready to see Carnage fuck shit up. I'm ready to see Carnage do what Carnage does and fuck
Fucking
shit
Brigade,
up, dude.
I think was his name, wasn't it?
I have no idea what the
Brigade.
fuck you're
Brigade.
talking about.
No, the other the other symbiote in the Venom movie.
Yeah, it was definitely not that
Like,
at all. There's like Lasher, Slasher, Toxin, Scream, Hybrid, um, Carnage,
yeah,
Venom, and for some reason I can't remember the one that you're talking about.
what's his
Fuck, what
name?
was his name? Riot.
Riot. There we go.
I was just about to look it up. Riot. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Dude was a big motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty cool for them to like obviously do like a symbiote versus symbiote battle. That's only gonna be able to go on for so long though. It's not like that something that they just kind of constantly keep redoing over and over and over again, and it still be exciting. Like obviously the
A
Carnage one will be
female Venom.
exciting. Um, I mean, well, same thing as Scream. So
Yeah.
it's exactly
And
what
Toxin.
Scream is. Toxin is
Wait,
definitely
is
not
it Toxin?
female. No, Scream is the only
Toxin?
female symbiote.
Oh.
Technically, they're asexual, but
Well, I was only saying female Venom
Scream takes a
because
female host.
yeah.
Venom actually recently took a female host in the comics. As he took Gwen Stacy or Spider Gwen actually. Not Gwen Stacy, Spider Gwen specifically.
Oh yeah. I've been seeing Spider Gwen cosplays all over TikTok and Facebook and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I have
So
TikTok. I'm judging you.
yeah, I am too
don't
as
judge
well.
me.
Oh, way to fall to peer pressure of the normal culture that decides that, not Twitter. What was it? What was that one that was like Vine goes out of style just for TikTok to replace it? Way to fall to peer pressure, Dylan.
Oh yeah, true.
Way to fall.
I didn't really care for Vine, although King Batch was fucking hilarious. I'm so sad that Vine's gone solely because of King Batch. King Batch was fucking phenomenal. I would watch his Vines all fucking day. He was fucking hilarious. My favorite ones were the one, or the one of the ones where he got really famous was where it was like that chick and she's got her purse and this dude runs up and grabs her purse, and then she's like, "Can someone please help save me?" And King Batch comes running up in a Spider-Man outfit, and then he runs right past her into a wall, but he run up the wall and then does a backflip. She's like, "He help! He's still in my purse." He goes, "Yeah, but that backflip though," and then he just walks away. It's so good. Oh my
It was good,
gosh.
actually. I think I know who you're talking about now that you
Yeah,
said that.
he's fucking hilarious.
I definitely know who we're talking about.
I
He was
also,
hilarious.
I also like the fucking ones with the gas money. That's great. Where he picks up his friend. He's like, "All right, man, where's that gas money at?" And he's like, "Gas money." He's like, "I ain't got no gas money for you." He's like, "All right, well then I'm taking your ass back." It fucking drives him back to where he picked him up from.
It's funny how fickle things can be. Like, such a big thing, and now it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
One day YouTube could just be gone. Poof.
Same thing's
True.
gonna happen to TikTok.
Yeah, I
Never
don't.
know. It's all about how you present your stuff and how you brand yourself and how you keep yourself relevant. Uh, Stuff's just a fad and then it goes away. Like Facebook eventually will seem, and probably now is seeming old to the newer generation.
I miss MySpace. Fuck Facebook.
It's not even.
MySpace to me is very old. I'm like, I don't even think about MySpace.
I mean, it's not even just an old aspect as far as with Facebook is concerned. It's more along the lines of like all this shady shit that Mark Zuckerberg's been doing. Is why Facebook's gonna fucking go out of business. That's for
And all
sure.
the ads you see nowadays, it's like, holy shit. And how creepy the ads are because you're talking about something, all of a sudden you see it in your feed. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
what? It's not just like you're browsing for something, it's you're talking about it, and all of a sudden, I don't know, kitty litters in your feed. You know, like it's just weird stuff like that. You're like, okay,
Kitty litter.
that's odd.
Yep.
Bree needs
I-
something to snort at night, so she goes and gets kitty litter. Kitty litter.
Yeah.
Oh, what I snort at night. Yep. That's my kind of drug.
You would be very famous on TikTok.
Be famous anyways, Dylan.
No, you wouldn't. Unless you're willing to do something completely stupid, weird, or out there, or you're a cosplayer, or just ultimately all around funny, you're not being famous on TikTok. And you're none
I'm
of
very
those.
funny, Dylan. Thank you.
None of those.
Good lord. Any fucking ways.
But we can't talk about TikTok and
No.
Facebook and MySpace and and fucking what
What the fucking?
else?
No, I'm
L AOL
okay, Bree. Okay, Bree. Yeah.
Messenger.
It was a fun. It was a nice conversation there for a short bit. We just need to drop it now.
Yeah, we've moved on. We've moved on to
And
better
what the
conversation
fuck
pieces.
is? And I'm gonna wait until after everything.
Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see what's gonna go on with the Marvel universe, man. I mean, I'm kind of, I don't want it to happen, although it's basically here at this point. But I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do after Phase One is complete. Because after Endgame, that's it. It's the end of the first phase of the Marvel movies. So it'll
Uh,
be kind of interesting to see where they go. All the
I mean,
recast. No.
yeah, they're gonna be new heroes taking up the shields and armor and all that.
And by new heroes, you mean actors, but yeah. True.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, Black Widow. Everyone who plays everyone is gonna be gone.
I mean,
I
they
don't.
could re-sign back up, but I doubt they would.
No, there was actually a list I looked at not long ago. People they've already re-signed up for those who were and those who aren't have already made their decisions for what they're re-signing up for and what they're not for doing going for after Endgame.
Well,
We're
I would just
losing
rather
a
like
lot of the original Avengers.
what they need to
Like
do
the
is
first.
like I feel like I understand actors and actresses on like they don't probably want to play the same part for the rest of their life. Like they want to move on to other things too, just to kind of like I mean who knows what
Nobody
they'd want to
wants
fulfill.
nobody wants to come down with the Hugh Jackman syndrome.
I mean I don't know about that. I don't know.
is it
I'm,
that horrible?
that's
Is it
that's
that
that
horrible
that
to
that
make
in my
all that
opinion
money?
that in my opinion is more Hugh Jackman's fault. I don't I can't think of another like hardcore great AAA title that Hugh Jackman's played in besides an X-Men movie. That just might be Hugh Jackman's fault for or his manager's fault for picking shitty deals. That might be his manager's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's been in other stuff. I mean, I heard that the Greatest Showman was great, but I don't think we can include that because of the fact of that came out after he retired the claws.
Yeah.
So
I think it was in a football movie too.
I don't know. I know he's in some movie called Australia.
Uh,
I remember seeing the cover for it, and I was like, "Well, Hugh Jackman's in it. I'll watch it." And then I didn't watch it, so that happened. I don't know. I mean, but you got people like Ryan Reynolds. Like, I mean, yeah, I see him as Deadpool, but I mean, to me, one of his most funniest fucking roles, obviously outside of Deadpool, was fucking Waiting. Whenever he was at that fucking diner, that was fucking phenomenal. You ever see
I actually
Waiting?
liked him in. No, but I have seen the movie called The Voices, and I liked him in it.
You haven't seen Waiting? What
No,
is your fucking problem?
I didn't even know it was a movie.
Oh my god, dude. He plays this fucking waiter. And it's like perfect because he plays Ryan Reynolds. Like that's the thing that people need to understand. Ryan Reynolds doesn't play anybody else but Ryan Reynolds. Like he's just Ryan Reynolds. Like go
Right?
watch him in
Yeah,
most of his
that's all
movies.
he
He's
plays.
just Ryan Reynolds. Like it's fucking phenomenal. And I mean, he definitely goes a little bit outside for Deadpool. There's no ifs ands or buts about that. There's like a lot more talking and
A
fourth wall
little.
breaking. He goes a
I
little bit more
hope a
outside
lot.
for
I hope
Deadpool.
he
He goes.
goes out a lot.
I just think
He goes a lot. He goes a lot outside in the movie The Voices as well.
the reason
But
why
it's
I
but
won't
it's
say a
comedy
lot
horror.
is because, unlike some of these other people, Ryan Reynolds was legitimately born to play Deadpool. So, I mean, he doesn't really have to go a lot outside. He was just born to play Deadpool. So, it's just natural. So, it's okay.
Fits it the best, but it's still a stretch for anyone. It legitimately is a stretch for anyone to be like Deadpool, unless you're crazy.
Deadpool's a fucking amazing person. Anyways, but in Waiting, he plays, like, imagine Ryan Reynolds, Dylan. And imagine you going on to a new job and Ryan Reynolds is your trainer.
Oh God, I would love it.
You would love it, but
You would
imagine,
get
like,
tackled by Chris, and Chris would replace you. He would
well,
murder
that's
you
not what
and
we're talking
replace
about.
you.
But anyways, like the sarcasm, the fucking jokes and shit like that, like the fact that he literally does not give a fuck about his job, like that it was so fucking good.
Please tell me this movie's on like Hulu or
I don't think
Netflix or
so.
something.
I want to say it was on Netflix a long time ago. But man, dude, there's this one fucking spot where he's talking to this female waitress that he used to sleep with, and like they're yelling at each other and getting into a fight, and then I think she says What was it?
What's it called? The
No, it's
Waiter?
just called Waiting. Just
Waiting?
Waiting. Yeah.
I'll see if
Anyways,
it's on
but they get to a part where they're like arguing with each other and shit like that, and they're talking about sex, and she's all like, "Yeah, you talk a big game, but as soon as it came down to it, you turned into the little engine that couldn't hold its load." And he's like, "Oh, what the fuck ever?" He's all like, "You were just a huge slut. That's all there was. If I ever wanted some pussy, all I had to do was just say your name, and then poof." Like some slut magic, you would just show the fuck up. And it was fucking phenomenal. Just his reaction automatically when she's like couldn't hold his load. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck ever." I was like, that's fucking great. Oh my god.
I
It
love
was
how
so
he
good.
doesn't even argue with the fact she called him the little engine that
Yep.
could.
Yep, that too. It's so fucking good.
Bypassed it. He's like, well, maybe you're right, but you are a slut.
Oh my
there.
gosh.
Definitely not seeing it in Hulu, so that
I'm telling you, it's not
sucks.
there. Yeah, definitely not. But oh man, that movie is so fucking good. That was like one of my favorite movies by Ryan Reynolds until he became Deadpool, obviously. But man, he's one hell of an actor. And they're fucking. Did you see the fucking Twitter shit, Dylan? So you know Ryan Reynolds owns Aviation Gin, and then Hugh
You do.
Jackman has his own company called Laughing Man Coffee. So Ryan Reynolds did his. I mean, Hugh Jackman does his own ads for Laughing Man Coffee too, where he's like, fucking out there picking the beans all the way out there off the coastline and hanging out with like homeless children and stuff like that. Your typical good guy Hugh Jackman shit, because that's just Hugh Jackman. He's a fucking amazing human being.
Yeah.
And then you've got Ryan Reynolds, who does this whole sarcastic shit. Like he literally starts off his ad with, "Many people come up to me and ask me, what is the secret behind Aviation Gin? And I never answer them because they're not celebrities, and non-celebrities scare me." He goes, "But here I am in the privacy of my own home, so let me explain to you." And like he goes through this whole process of how like they serenade the fucking juniper berries, they fucking whisper to him how the fucking stuff is, or the best one is like every single fruit that goes into this is misted with the tears of Aviation Gin's owner, me. It's just him with like a little mister spraying on a fucking orange and shit. And it's Ryan tears on the side. It's so fucking good, dude. But
Uh,
so like they did this whole thing, and they just constantly just kept like having this like back and forth. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, and over Twitter with the Deadpool Wolverine movie thing, how Hugh Jackman keeps going, "No, I'm
yeah.
not gonna do it," da 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 da, and Ryan Reynolds like, "You gotta do it, you gotta do it." But the best fucking part is that they called a truce, and in order for their truce to be like valid, they had to make a commercial for each other's products. So like they sit down, they're showing them to each other for the first time, and it's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, and they're sitting in a room and they're talking about it. So then Ryan Reynolds like, "Well, I'm excited, so let's just go ahead and jump into mine." So they jump into Ryan Reynolds, and like he gives this amazing fucking commercial where it's just going on and on about how Laughing Man Coffee saves lives and helps poor villages and stuff like that. And he's all like, "And who better to put our who's the best human to be the hero of this? None better than my best friend Hugh Jackman." It just shows him like fucking hanging out with the kids and stuff like that. And it goes this whole thing, and like it goes back to them, and they're just sitting there, and Hugh Jackman's just got like this wow look on his face. He's just like, "Wow, that was
Like, oh, I
that
think
was
he had an oh
amazing."
shit look
Yeah,
too.
that was like an like
Like,
wow, that was amazing. And then fucking Ryan Reynolds like, "Yeah, cost about $1 million," and he's like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Yeah."
wish I had $1 million to burn.
And then he's like, "All right, let's go ahead and see yours." And he's like, "No, no, 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 I'm fine, I'm fine. I haven't finished it yet." He's like, "Come on, I want to see it, I want to see it." He's like, "No, I haven't finished it yet." So then he's like, "Come on, we'll watch it, and then I'll let you know if it's done or not." And so it goes and shows Hugh Jackman. He's sitting in like this leather chair, and in front of him is a table, and it's got a bottle of Aviation Gin on it. And he goes, "Ryan Reynolds is an absolute dickhead." And he's just like quiet for like a solid 2 minutes, just looking around. And then he sees the gin. And it's like, "Oh, the gin is great, by the way. I'll have to try it someday." Basically saying he's never tried it. And then he unscrews the cap, turns it over on its side, it starts spilling out all over the table, dripping onto the floor. And he throws the cap, and he just sits there, just looking at that, just looking up. And then finally, the ad just goes away, and it goes back. And Ryan Reynolds has this look on his face like he has just been kicked in the balls repeatedly, like he is just defeated. And he's just stared at it. Hugh Jackman's like, I, I, I didn't know the truce was real. I didn't think the truce was real." I was like, that's fucking phenomenal, dude. Because, like, at one point, you know how much of a jokester Ryan Reynolds is, so you would think Ryan Reynolds would be the main person doing it. Hugh Jackman actually gets Ryan Reynolds a lot. He invited Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal to his Christmas party and told them it was an ugly sweater party.
Oh yeah,
But
you
then
told me
he
about
told, yeah, then he talked to Jake Gyllenhaal and was like, hey, everybody that's coming, no one's wearing an ugly sweater. I'm just trying to see if we can get Ryan to show up in an ugly sweater. And sure enough, Ryan Reynolds was the only one that showed up in an ugly sweater. And everybody else was dressed all casual and shit. And they took a picture together, and Ryan Reynolds did not look happy. Oh my gosh. Like I said,
Come on, he had to
it's
love
funny.
something like that, though.
Oh, I'm sure. Obviously, he just had the pissed
Oh,
off
deep,
look for the fans.
oh, yeah, deep down he was busting his fucking gut laughing.
I'm
Just
pretty
had
sure
to
he
look
walked
mad.
in, looked at Hugh, and was like, "You motherfucker."
I need a competition like that in my life. I need someone to just fuck with and have fun with.
Yeah. Some pretty funny stuff. It is some pretty funny stuff. Well, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure you like and subscribe. Also, turn on those notifications. That way you can get notified every time we upload another video. Make sure you jump in the comments and holler at us, or you can hit us up on those Twitter links for a more direct form of communication. Also, don't forget, we also have Twitch links, so you can come and hang out. But at the end of all this, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time.